Welcome back. Today we're taking a closer look at the 1983 United States 1-cent coin, a piece that many people have seen but rarely examine in detail. At first glance, it looks like a simple, everyday coin, something you might overlook without a second thought. But when you slow down and focus on its design and background, it begins to reveal a much more interesting story. This coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a figure whose images appeared on U.S. currency for generations. The 1983 version may seem ordinary, yet it has quietly gained attention among collectors over time. There are discussions about its variations, its condition, and even its potential value in rare cases. Some examples have sparked curiosity because of unusual characteristics. These details make it worth exploring carefully. Today, we'll go step by step to understand why this small coin still captures interest. On the front side of the coin, you'll see Lincoln's profile facing right, a design that has become instantly recognizable. The words "In God We Trust" are placed at the top, while "Liberty" appears on the left side. The year 1983 is clearly visible on the right. These features might look standard, but collectors pay close attention to every detail, including spacing and sharpness. Even small differences can matter when identifying unique coins. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial Building, a design used for many years. Above it, the phrase "E pluribus unum" is written, and along the top edge, you'll see United States of America. At the bottom, 1 cent is displayed. Each part of this design contributes to the identity of the coin. When examined closely, these details can reveal subtle variations. One key detail about the 1983 penny is its composition. By this time, the United States Mint had moved to a zinc core with a fine copper coating. This change was made to reduce costs, but it also introduced slight differences in how coins were produced. Because of this, some 1983 pennies may appear slightly different in weight or color. These differences are not always obvious, but they can be important to collectors. Understanding the material helps explain why certain coins stand out. It also shows how production changes can influence the final appearance of a coin. Even a small shift in composition can lead to noticeable results.
Condition is one of the most important factors in coin collecting. A coin that has been used heavily will show wear, including scratches and faded details. On the other hand, a coin that has been preserved carefully can look almost new. Collectors often look for sharp details, especially in Lincoln's portrait and the lettering. The clearer and more defined these features are, the more desirable the coin becomes. Grading systems are used to measure this condition, giving each coin a rating based on its quality. Higher grade coins tend to attract more attention. This is especially true when combined with other unique characteristics. Another interesting aspect is the possibility of minting errors. Errors happen during production and can create coins that look different from standard versions. These might include doubled letters, off-center designs, or unusual marks. While most coins are made correctly, a small number of errors do enter circulation. These coins often become highly collectible because they are uncommon. In the case of the 1983 penny, certain error types have been widely discussed. These discussions add to the coin's appeal and keep collectors searching for rare examples. It's this element of surprise that makes coin collecting exciting. Over time, collectors have shared stories about unusual 1983 pennies they have found. These stories often spread through communities where people compare details and discuss their discoveries. Sometimes a coin that looks ordinary at first can turn out to have something unique. This keeps collectors engaged and curious. Not every story leads to a rare find, but the process of searching is part of the appeal. It encourages people to look more closely at coins they already have. This ongoing interest helps keep the hobby active and growing. When it comes to value, most 1983 pennies are still very common and worth only a small amount. However, certain rare examples have been linked to much higher values in collector discussions. In some cases, there have been mentions of a highly unusual 1983 1-cent coin reaching figures as high as $73 million. These mentions are usually connected to very specific conditions, such as rare errors, exceptional preservation, and strong demand. It's important to understand that such figures are not typical. They represent rare scenarios that continue to be discussed among collectors.
The idea of such a high value naturally attracts attention. It makes people curious and encourages them to check their own coins more carefully. However, experienced collectors always verify such claims with proper evidence. They look for confirmed auction records and professional evaluations. This careful approach helps maintain accuracy in the market. At the same time, it keeps the excitement alive as collectors continue searching for rare pieces. The balance between curiosity and verification is an important part of the hobby. Authentication plays a key role when dealing with coins that might be valuable. Professional grading services examine coins closely to confirm their authenticity and condition. For a 1983 penny to be considered rare or valuable, it would need to be evaluated by experts. Without this process, it's difficult to confirm any claims about value.
Collectors rely on trusted services to provide accurate information. This ensures that the market remains reliable and organized. Proper storage is also essential for preserving a coin's condition. Coins that are handled frequently or exposed to the environment can lose their original quality. Moisture, air, and physical contact can all cause damage over time. To prevent this, collectors often use protective holders or cases. Keeping a coin in a stable environment helps maintain its appearance. This is especially important for coins that might have higher potential value. Good preservation can make a significant difference over time. The growth of online platforms has made coin collecting more accessible than ever. People can now share images, discuss findings, and learn from others around the world. The 1983 penny has gained more attention because of this increased visibility. Collectors can compare details and identify variations more easily. This has created a larger and more connected community. As a result, interest in coins like this continues to grow.
Learning about coins is an important part of the collecting process. Understanding design, production, and grading helps collectors make better decisions. The 1983 penny is a great example of how a common coin can still have interesting details. By studying it closely, collectors can develop a deeper appreciation for the hobby. This knowledge also helps them recognize unusual features when they appear. Education makes the experience more rewarding. Coins can also have personal value beyond their market price. For many people, they represent memories or connections to the past. A simple 1983 penny might remind someone of a specific moment in their life. This emotional connection adds another layer of meaning. While collectors often focus on rarity, the personal aspect should not be ignored. It's part of what makes collecting enjoyable. As we continue to explore coins like the 1983 1-cent coin, it becomes clear that there is always more to discover. Each coin carries its own story, shaped by history and design. Whether it's a common piece or a rare variation, every coin has something to offer. The process of examining and learning keeps the hobby interesting. This constant discovery is what draws people to coin collecting. The 1983 United States 1-cent coin shows how even a small object can hold a deeper story. From its classic design featuring Abraham Lincoln to the discussions about rare variations, it continues to attract attention. While most examples are simple, the possibility of finding something unique keeps collectors interested. Taking a closer look at coins like this can lead to surprising discoveries, and sometimes the smallest details can make the biggest difference.